And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 2 of this doubleheader on a great Saturday afternoon. If you love basketball, you're going to love this action today. SAGU plays host here in the Schaefer Center in Waxahachie, Texas, to the Central Christian College Tigers. This team comes in with an 8-6 overall record, but 2-5 in the conference. SAGU Athletic Conference, it's different. It's different, Coach. I'm John Cookman, and I'm here with my partner in commentation, Coach Hank Moore. And we just got done with a fantastic women's game. We believe the Lady Lions have set the new scoring record at 115 points. Wow, they just could not miss, Coach. That was a great game. But on to new stuff. This is a new game, and SAGU looking for a little bit of revenge. Last year, this team in Central Christian came in and stole one from the Lions, just put a dagger in the heart and beat them down like a rodeo clown.
They didn't just steal a game, they stole a share of the regular season conference championship.
They really did.
So that was a big win for Central Christian.
It really was.
And a huge loss for SAGU.
We had Coach Delton Dill, men's basketball head coach, come up and talk to us in the second quarter of the women's game and talked a little bit about the things that they need to do to get a win. But Kristen Urban is down courtside with Coach Dill right now. Coach, tell us what's got to be done.
Thanks, John. Coach Jill, you're on a 3-game winning streak. What's been working for the team?
It's our camaraderie, how we're working hard and playing together and doing the little things. And, I love how we're growing. I love where we're going as a team right now.
What is your strategy to defeat Central Christian today?
We got to protect the ball. We got to rebound the basketball. Got to play smart, play our best game. And these guys are good. It's going to be a good one.
Thanks, Coach Jill, and good luck today. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Kristen. Thanks, Coach. As always, good, insightful information on what needs to happen with his team. And I've had some other conversations with Coach Dill. He's very excited about where his locker room is and where these young men are starting to grow to. And I think he sees the appropriate signs of improvement that he has marked on his preseason calendar and in his notes. And they are performing. They beat the number 4 team in the nation in Langston University on Thursday. And he really thinks that they're going to be able to come out and carry that momentum into this game. And with one exception, it's official. Cam Hill is not going to play tonight. And that's a big, he had 19 points against the number 4 team in the nation. So that's a big loss. But let me tell you something. That bench is deep. And he has a lot of players to go to. And it's not that you won't miss Cam Hill, but this team just says next man up. And there's a lot of time to be shared. There is over half this team, over half the team will play over half the game. And you just don't hear numbers like that from in college basketball. It's just rare to have these many players playing. What are some keys that you and Coach Dill have talked about that they're really going to need to execute to get the win tonight?
One of the things that Coach Dill pointed out in his interview is we have to control the basketball, cut down the turnovers, win the battle of the boards, and really the biggest key is going to come down to turnovers and not allowing as many turnovers.
Absolutely. Turnovers is coach's worst nightmare, and creating them is their greatest dream. So you have kind of the battle of defenses here. Number 1 in the nation and number 4 in the nation in steals. Creating those turnovers are the specialty of both of these teams tonight. And that's going to be really fun to watch, to see two Goliaths collide, two defensive Goliaths collide, I should say. And Usually you think of defensive struggle when you think football. We're in a great time in the NFL. We won't talk about that too much. Sorry, Cowboys. But defensive struggles in basketball a lot of times leads to easy points. And so it could be a high-scoring affair. And I'm going to make a prediction that it's 85-82, SAGU walks away with the win. And I see you marking that down. You're going to hold me accountable, are you not?
I am.
Well, right now, the opening prayer and national anthem and starting lineups are happening. We're going to take you courtside. We'll be back right after this.
Last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets reckless, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And now the starting lineups for the Tigers. At guard, sophomore number 4, TJ Williams. At guard, junior number 5, Andrew Epps. At guard, senior number 10, Paul Ard. At forward, senior number 15, Steve Kaminga. And at forward, senior number 35, Jabril Osami. And coach of the Tigers is Tony Romero. And now the starting lineups for your SAGU Lions. At guard, freshman number 5, Nicholas Mason. At guard, sophomore number 10, Josh Kashila. At guard, junior number 11, Darren Sims. At guard, junior number 12, Mitchell McMullen. And at forward, junior number 24, Cody Rice. Head coach is Milton Dill. Assistant coaches are Leonard Epps and Blake Cochran.
And there you have it, the starting lineups for both of these clubs. Central Christian College and SAGU about to face off. But Kristen Irvin caught up with Central Christian's head coach, Mr. Romero. Kristen, please tell us what Coach Romero has to say.
Thanks, John. Coach Romero, when you played here last year, you got the win. What is your plan to keep this streak going today?
Well, we got to do a good job. I mean, they're a good team. I mean, I know Delton from way back, but we got to do a better job making sure they stay out of transition. They're a fast team, very athletic team. So, number one key for us is trying to make sure we get back, and then it's going to be a battle of turnovers. Who takes care of the ball a little bit better than the other team. So,
what player needs to bring their best tonight?
Well, we go as our seniors go, and so I think Paul, Jabril, and Steve coming up for us. I mean, if they play well, we tend to play well. So I think it kind of rests on our seniors, and that's kind of how we want it to be. So hopefully they set the tone for us.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Kristen. Thanks, Coach. there you have it. It's going to be a senior affair for the Tigers today. They're going to count on that veteran leadership to come in to Waxahachie in the Schaefer Center here and do some more business, just like they did last year. They got the win. They really beat the pants off last year. There it starts with a long three. Mr. Hips doing work early. In and out. Kobe Rice with the dunk putback. Are you kidding me? Danny Sims, so good at anticipating, being quick, creating steals. Leads the team in steals. And there he is, Mr. Osage. Not Miyagi, but Mr. Osage. Now, I'm going to tell you something. One of the reasons he's so tough, he's their leading scorer. He and Kuminga really work well off of one another. But Osage can do it inside and outside. And that's what makes him such a double threat. He can shoot that. You just saw that was pretty touch, great rotation. But he also can get it done down in the paint. This is a half-court offense. They're going to run it through Osage, and then Kuminga and Ard, you'll see, get a lot of shots.
There he is on the post, demanding the ball, going to the hole, misses that time. Great rebound by Nick Mason. He's a key player for SAGU tonight, isn't he, John?
Absolutely, and I think right now the offense needs to run through Mason to keep this team honest. Mason can a lot of times attack from the top and make that defense shrink down. That's going to be Mitch McMullen with the foul.
SAGU foul number 12, Mitchell McMullen, his first foul.
Williams is going to shoot free throws.
On the line, TJ
Two
Williams.
free throws here off the foul by Mitch.
But back to Nick Mason. If they can get it going with Nick Mason from the top and he can penetrate and dump like they did against Langston, that's a great game plan. And Nick Mason is very, very hard to stop. He usually can impose his will on any defender.
Here he is.
6'6" point guard. There it is. They had to bring three on him. Got a good, clean look from Sims in the corner. Just got to convert those. Those will come. Mason with a big rebound. Tosses ahead to a running Kashila.
Great hustle by Ard, getting back and breaking up a layup.
Oh, yeah, that was
And he tossed the
fantastic.
ball off of Josh.
Wow. Great speed. One of the top 25 defenses in America in this Central Christian team. Long three, Sims with the rebound. Sees the open spot, left-handed, fundamental, off the glass layup. Beautiful. McMullen on Williams. Williams out to Asagi from the top. Williams gets the rebound, misses the easy putback, but Asagi, who else there to clean it up? Coach, we talked about their defense, but offensive rebounds, number 10 in the nation. They can get it done on the rebound side. You look at this team and you say, how can they be 2-5 in the conference? Well, they're 8-6 overall, but 2-5. They've just run up against some really stiff competition. A couple of those were losses at the buzzer. And if you know anything about Sooner Athletic, the Sooner Athletic Basketball Conference, it is probably one of the top two in the country at all times.
Absolutely. You look at that, that is a conference that 1 through 12, any night, any team can beat any other team, and they're just so athletic. And great things here. Now we get a chance to earn 2 at the free throw line.
Kashila, it's his first. That foul was registered to Paul Ard. Now Ard is their leading three-point shooter. He's missed one. He's 0 for 1 right now, but he can heat up in a hurry. He carries in a 44% three-point shooting percentage. Osaji just doing great work.
It's good defense by Patilla there. And Saji's strong.
And he's just mobile. His footwork is amazing. And he could go left-handed and right-handed. That foul was on Kuminga. Sims out top. Kashila looks for a long three off the front. Williams brings it up for Central. Saji.
Pretty good help defense right there by Kashili. Slid over.
Very good,
changed the whole direction of the drive.
Yeah, it did, but wasn't able to get there in time to collect the charge. So smartly kind of backed off and just became an obstacle at that point, but didn't collect the foul. Very, very savvy play by Kashila. Mason trying to set up. And there you go. That was a beautiful pass there to Sims, to Patillo. Patillo just jumps so fast and high, as you can see. Kuminga, maybe the most improved player on this Tiger squad. Got a great shot.
Defended pretty well there by Mason.
Last year just averaging right at 5 points a game. Now averaging almost 15 points a game. Nick Mason with the and one. Makes it look so easy. This guy is a next level type of player. Explosive, and that's why you go, well, you have smaller guys that can really handle the ball. Well, Nick Mason not too long ago was just 5'10", and he grew very, very fast. He's 6'6" now, still handles the ball like a 5'10" point guard, understands the role from his high school days as a point guard, and just as explosive with his speed and athleticism. He can play that role, and he can just go over anybody. We've seen him do it all day long, just blow right by him, go over anybody.
With Cam Hill out of the game, I think we're going to see Mitch McMillan pick up some extra minutes here. And
most likely.
That's a young man you don't mind being on the floor because he's going to do smart things. He's going to make great plays on defense and offense. He's a great facilitator.
Yeah, McMullen is maybe the highest basketball IQ on the floor. The smallest in stature, but can really shoot. Mason goes up in between traffic, 2 guys on him, misses. He misses this, jumps right back up. Look at the quickness to jump back up, and gets fouled on his tap back, and they're going to give him 2 shots at free throws. And that's what we were talking about. He just is explosive on his jump. His second jump is so quick. Going over the top just like that. It's going to make the defense collapse down, and ultimately over time you're going to see the defense just cheat, and they're going to get sucked down to the middle, and it's going to leave the 3 ball open all night long. Patillo with great help looking for McMullen to come back in. That was off the ball foul.
Off the ball
Yep,
foul.
right here, Osagie. Can't believe it.
His second foul.
And that's his second foul. When your best player is leaving the floor with 14 minutes left in the first half because of 2 fouls,
That's no fun.
that's tough for your team.
That is
They're
no
not going
fun.
to play a lot of guys anyway.
His bench is not very deep. Goes about 7 to 8.
He's just so smooth. He creates space
I
there.
mean, we have to kind of keep silent or I'm going to sound like a broken record. Nick Mason. Oh, beautiful shot by Mitchell. Just coming in the game, warming up, playing a little violin music, tickling the twine. McMullen.
It says, what's this? I can do that too. Great shot.
What a great player. He has he's just a bright spot everywhere he goes. Always smiling. Fan favorite. Super nice guy on and off the court. But is one of those steady eddies. He's just not going to commit turnovers and just handles the ball so well. And there you see our live look in to a couple games. Men's action. Mid-America is up by 11. That's a shocker, ladies and gentlemen. Although Mid-America did beat your Lions earlier in this season. They are up 11 on John Brown, who is one of the top teams in the nation. I would say I think they're ranked 7th or 8th in the nation right now. And if they can pull this one out, we'll move up in the polls due to a couple losses for Langston. But it's not looking good for them at this very moment. Southwestern Christian University hosting Wayland Baptist. Wayland Baptist also another really big juggernaut in this conference this year with only 1 loss. Back to live action here in the Schaefer Center. Mitchell actually going to collect the foul instead of a travel. The ref says he didn't travel without a push. Yep, Nick Mason gives him a little extra hip.
On the line, Nick Mitchell.
Puts Mitchell on the line for 2. Gets the first one. And he gets the second one to go. Mitchell has 5. Kashila coming over the top. Maybe forcing it a little bit.
It's a big block by Henry.
Big time 3. Mitchell is on fire.
It's his 8th point. Second 3 in a row.
Gives the Tigers a 2-point lead. McMullen with the ball. Rare call these days, but the carry he was guilty of. Kuminga going to throw the ball in. It should be a travel, no call. Dayada couldn't get it to go. Davis loses the rebound.
We're going to reset this and get another attempt. That's patient offense right there.
Very patient. They know they need to take some time off the clock keep the ball out of the Lions' hands as much as possible. That's a travel. You need to put the ball on the ground after that jab step.
Boaz Williams checking into the game for Patilla. You replace size for size.
Boaz just starting to get in some action for this Lions club. He's been hurt all first half of this season. Now trying to get in some game shape. He can be a huge threat once he gets in shape. Got a nice touch, good footwork underneath the basket, and very nice hands. He can shoot left and right-handed from about 10 feet in. He's a dangerous player. Also can collect a lot of rebounds.
Right now the Lions have some great size on the floor. We have Darian Davis, Boaz Williams, and Nick Mason. Three young men around 6'6", 6'7", and they're athletes.
Sims, 16-footer. No good, late whistle. And they're going to get number 23, Dayada, with the push. Sims converts his first free throw.
Tie ball game, 2020.
I believe other than Kaminga, I'm sorry, all the other players are off the bench. So Coach Romero going to his bench fairly early in this game with significant minutes. Bad throw, but that's going to be tipped out by Sims. Tigers ball. Rivera. Big time three. Talked to Coach Romero this morning, and he was very high on that young man as being the future of this program. I believe they're going to get Davis for a little push. They are coming through. Little high, had his hands a little too high there. Made it obvious. Rivera to Henry. Henry acrobatically shooting it to avoid the contact, but the referee said there's still too much contact.
Second foul, number 24, Kobe Rice.
And he's going to get two of the free
On the
ones.
line, Torrey Henry.
He converts his first one. Converts his second one. Tigers with a 5-point lead. Almost at the halfway mark of this first half. Davis hits the cutter. Boaz Williams was very fortunate. Did you see?
I think he was very fortunate to get a foul call. He didn't get touched.
Who fouled him?
Said, I'll make these two free throws though, Coach.
We'll see.
I think the ref anticipated contact. There's
And he
one.
does. Nick Mason in for Davis.
You know, Nick got about 3 minutes of real-time rest, but on the he got a 31-second
Really?
rest. Actual game time, yeah.
Wow.
He went out at the 11:30 mark, and they put him back in.
Well, real time is what really matters
Real
for.
time is what matters, absolutely. And there, Boaz converted both free throws.
And that's a good one for Coach Deal to be able to get significant rest to one of his star players. And that is a hot spot.
Kaminga just stepped out there and ripped the net. What a great shooter.
Play a stop shot is no good.
Central Christian Academy 0, SAGU Athletics. On the line, Josh Kashila.
But he's going to get to go to the free throw line. And the first one's good. Josh Kashila, the premier scorer for the Lions, earning them the easy way. Kashila, Sims, Mason, Williams, and Rice in a defensive zone. You will not see that much. Looking good though. But right now, if you were watching NBA Jams, the video game, there would be a ring of fire on every player's head. But Kashila said, I got a little fire myself.
Chance for a three-point play.
And that will be 5 points in less than 15 seconds for Kashila. That's a pretty good return on playing time right there. There it is. Bad pass off the foot. Kashila with some curling kneel. Nick Mason just weaving and bobbing through the defense, making it look terribly easy.
This zone defense is a very active zone. It creates a lot of matchup issues for Central Christian.
It reminds me of the Tarkanian Amoeba D back when he had the great ones like Larry Johnson and Michael Young, Stacey Augman. They could play a zone defense better than anybody could play man-to-man. Oh, Nick Mason got up in the air and went to pass before he had any type of receiver. Reminds me of Dak Prescott a little bit.
Oh, Lord, help John Cook.
Rivera running the 2 slot. He can shoot, so they need to keep their eye on Rivera. Coming through the back. Kaminga from the corner. Kashila. That was a long 2, not a 3. Long 2. That was pretty. Mitchell, short, Sims, on the ground, but Kashila, I believe
they just called an offensive foul on Kashila.
Yeah, and that is not a charge. You didn't see the charge call because there are two types of offensive fouls. There is a body control foul and a actual charge. So no defender actually gets credit as much as the foul is just being out of control as an offensive player, and that's how they rung that up for Josh Kashila there, no charge. Bad pass by Rivera.
That turnover is created by the zone moving and creating havoc.
Boaz Williams puts it up. Rice. That's going to be on the ground. Contact. A lot of contact. And already the Tigers are in a double bonus situation. So this is going to be an automatic 2 shots for Kobe Rice.
Kobe being very active on the offensive boards in that possession.
And he's tough. He's just super strong. And he can get down there, not afraid to mix it up at all. Contact does not, it actually encourages him instead of scares him off. So he's going to be right in the middle of all that. He thrives in it, and he hits 2 free throws because of it.
SAGU's big men from the free throw line tonight have just stepped up and hit shots with great confidence, and they're doing a super job.
Rivera, don't give him much time.
And that's going to be SAGU basketball.
It will be. You can't give Rivera too many open looks like that because he will make you pay. And so far, the perimeter shooting. Oh, they're going to ring that up for a charge. And Mason tried to stop out of it. Looked like, yep. I agree with that call, actually.
It's going to be his second foul.
Yep.
So it's going to get him some watch time.
He's going to get
Darian Davis steps in for him.
Most likely 7 minutes of game watch time.
I think you're right there, John. Now we're playing a 2-3 zone.
Oh my, from the bleachers. K.A. comes in, gets a rebound as soon as he gets in the game. Kashila down to Davis. Good call, that's a block.
That is a block.
Got to give the man some place to come down.
He leaves his feet. He has to have a place to land.
Yep. Now, if he was already there, then that's been a good no call. Could have even been a charge, but he was still moving into that. And you've got to give the offensive player a place to come down. And because they're in the double bonus, it's automatic 2 free throws for Darian Davis.
And Osagie stepped back in the game with 6 minutes and 46 seconds left with 2 fouls.
Risky move, and I'm sure that came with a lecture from Coach Romero. You better watch yourself.
Absolutely. Too important, son. Don't pick up that 3rd foul. If I'm Coach Dio, I think I'm looking at it going, we're going after him.
It's a pretty shot, but long. Williams picks up the rebound. He's done that well this game already. And there you go, Epps with the follow. That's why they're the number 10 offensive rebounding team in the nation, constantly following every shot.
And there it is. Josh Kashila hitting a three-pointer. Now we're going to see the 4-point play coming.
The rare 4-point play opportunity.
They gave him some minutes off the bench, Coach, and that's going to be vital in the second half. If he can get some guys a minute here, a minute there, it saves their legs, saves their oxygen, everything.
Kashila.
Good job.
13 points to the good. Bad pass. Unforced turnovers.
I think one of the keys that Coach Deal said at the beginning of the game is winning the battle of turnover.
Absolutely.
So that's a good deal right there for us. Looking at a 1-3-1 from Central Christian.
Well, you got to, with Osagie in foul trouble, you have to move to a zone to protect him. Even a little risky putting him out high like that.
Josh Kashila hitting another three-pointer.
He's
up 6.
He's just feeling it. 3 points away from his average. Still 5 minutes left to go in the first half. Osagie with a fall away. No good. Oh, great pass, McMullen. Darren Sims just never quits either. Missed the first little bunny.
McMullen creates that shot with a great penetration and then threads the needle. But we stay after it when we miss it. And Josh did a great job going after the ball. And Darian finishing the play.
Darren. That was Darren Sims.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah, that was a great hustle.
It just looked like it went through a barrage of arms. I'm not sure just how he saw that, but yeah. You see Coach Dill coming in with a little further game plan, saying, okay, we're up 8. Beginning to get comfortable with what we're doing. Most of that due to the great play of Kashila.
He right now has created a situation where he is not just keeping SAGU in the game, but he's pulling ahead. He's hitting key shots at key times, and it looks like he's the one that's going to pick up the scoring that's left behind with Cam Hill.
That's right. And with Nick Mason on the bench. Wow.
He's been on the bench for over 6 minutes of actual time, and we built a lead. So
that's good news.
Very impressive. But you know what? When you're playing 12 guys, as Coach Deal can, you have one guy in foul trouble, you're okay. Somebody else is going to step up and do their job.
Osagie trying to find some of the soft spots of this zone, and there are none. With the 17-footer there, he missed. McMullen going to drive. Nope, stays out. Long 3, in and out. Wide open. Paul Hard, the best three-point shooter on the team.
Paul Hard is a great athlete. He's got a sister that's a tremendous athlete as well that plays middle blocker for OPSU.
Oh.
I thought she would look better in purple.
Evidently she did not. Oh!
Another choice.
Patillo. Hey, we don't get to talk about that guy as much as he really deserves. But this guy, yet another phenomenal athlete on this team.
He's a workhorse.
He really is.
He just pounds the boards. He works.
He does a lot of the things that are not the lead-in on stat sheets. They're kind of down on the bottom. But most coaches know that's where the meat of a player is in the real hard work stats. And that's what Patillo leads this team in, is just offensive rebounds, tips, keeping the ball alive, second chance putbacks. Great free throw shooter too.
And in the last few minutes, Coach took out Saji to keep him from picking up that third foul. That's a wise coaching move.
He can. He wasn't getting any offensive generation, so the risk to reward was becoming a penalty, and no reward for that. So don't risk it. Come strong with him in the second half. I am with you. I think that's a wise move, and hope that Kuminga and Ard, Williams, and Staten, now Mitchell, can pick up some of the scoring opportunities here.
Josh Kashila has 21 points in the first half.
Working so hard. Rivera. That's going to stay in Tigers' possession. Mitchell to Ard. Ard can shoot. As you can see. It'll only take a couple of those to get them right back in the striking distance. Ard gambling there, leaving a hole in the defense. Rivera, easy layup, and they're going to ring up the foul with McMullen. Very, very touch-sensitive foul there, very touchy.
And have a 5-point game.
Second foul from Mitchell McMullen, his second foul.
Before that last foul, Southwestern had 3 guards on the floor, and now we picked up second foul on Mitch, and we bring in a big man. So now they're playing 2 guards and three post players. Versatility.
Davis trying to get out of trouble. Kashila saves him. Kashila from way back. Misses front edge. Oh, beautiful pass from Rivera to Kuminga. Kuminga is going to have an opportunity to get 2 free ones.
32, Jalen Patillo, his second foul. On the line, Steve Kuminga.
That's Patillo's second foul, so he's going to have to come and sit the rest of the half.
Timeout.
Full timeout by the SAGU Lions.
Well, Coach, if you could have told Coach Romero that he would only be down 4 in the Schaefer Center, I think he would have probably, before the game, he would probably have breathed a sigh of relief.
I think he would have breathed a sigh of relief, especially if somebody told him that SAGU wouldn't play half of it.
Yeah, true.
It's a key point, picking up that second foul early.
And he came out strong in the beginning and was a force to be reckoned with. But the real storyline is that the great sharpshooting three-point effort by the Tigers has kept them in this ball game. And right now it's sheer tenacity, just trying to get out of this half, playing some up-tempo ball, getting to the line. Kuminga with his first. Nope, that was his second. Sorry. And he made both. Now it's 3-point lead. Danny Sims creating some space.
It's a great
Boaz
block.
Williams.
Kuminga.
Yeah, was just a little slow to get up there. Kuminga, he can shoot. That's a big three-pointer.
Has a block on one end and comes back and knocks down a three. That gives him 13 points in the first half. And almost a steal.
Air ball, Rice, a little too hard, hitting the cutter through the middle. Williams. And are they going to ring him up for the intentional? It looks like they're talking about it.
The trail ref came in and gave the signal of an intentional foul.
They got to agree on it.
And they're talking it through right now.
And he just said, yeah, that's your call. So he's walking over, so he's going to report it. Almost a given that it's going to be a flagrant one.
He missed the front end of it. He's going to get the next free throw, and they're going to get possession of the ball with 1:48 left in the first half. And we have a tied game. Just a few minutes ago, SAGU was up 10, and that's how fast it can happen.
And this young man gets his 2 free throws. Those are not technical fouls, shots. They are his 2 free throws for the act of shooting, and they were going to keep possession because of the intentional foul call, and that's why he got to shoot them by himself. KA down in the low. Oh, Rivera. Oh, great block. Rivera squeezes one through.
And finally, Kashia comes away with the rebound. What a great block by the big man.
Kuminga working hard on the floor. Rivera thinking twice about it, in and out.
And that shot's affected by KA going up and just making a great defensive play. And now the trail official is going to call something in here and saying, Coach, that's enough.
The warning. Just that is a warning on the bench, is what that referee was saying. So next warning, it'll be a technical foul. High-paced, lots of energy in these last 2 minutes. A lot of possessions, actually. Sims. When Coach Romero sits his team back in a zone. This is a 1-3-1. Sims penetrates to Kashila. Kashila down low. Kuminga blocks. No good.
Saying no shot.
No
shot
foul.
Violation.
44 seconds left in the first half. Tied ball game. Very high scoring affair here. You can see there in the replay, had not left his hand. Rivera to Mitchell to Kaminga. Henry gets a little body. KA is right. He got him. He got top side of the ball right with his hand. There's a little body. He gets the elbow right there, gets up, and that body is where the foul comes from.
Would have been his third block in just a few minutes.
6'10" freshman earning some good, valuable playing time right now. He almost spans 10 feet when he with his hands in the air. Just shy of touching the rim.
Coach Deal's going to put some weight on that young man, and he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. He's a freshman.
Yep.
He's going to be around for a while, and he's going to gain some weight. He's going to get strong. We put in Mitch McMillan. We're going to have a little ball handling down the stretch. That's a good coaching move.
Brings in Rice to the lower block for KA. There's literally less than a half a second between game clock and shot clock. Danny Sims trying to make something work. Bad pass. Rivera going to put up a last-ditch effort. Off the glass, no good. And the Tigers of Central Christian College from McPherson, Kansas, goes into the locker room at halftime with a 2-point lead. And you know that Coach Romero is beside himself with excitement to go into this locker room, coach his boys up. Same kind of thing happened last year this time.
That's right. Got a second half of basketball left, and Delton Deal is not going to sit there and say this is normal.
Well, as they think about it and he talks it over with his assistant coaches, they're looking at the stats, kind of wondering how. And the key story of this is let's keep shooting threes very well. Got to shoot threes to be in this ball game. Our very own Kristen Urban is down courtside right now with assistant coach Leonard Epps. Kristen, what does Coach Epps have to say?
Thanks, Sean. Coach Epps, you're going into the locker room with the deficit. What adjustments, if any, need to be made to come out with a win today?
Just make sure we communicate to our guys about trying to get the ball inside, trying to get some more easier buckets. I know we're kind of forcing it from the outside right now a little bit, and we're taking a lot of threes right now. We could probably try to push the ball inside.
Thanks, Coach Epps, and good luck. Back to you, John.
Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Coach Epps. So as you hear Coach Epps, they're going to go in and talk about this. The adjustments that need to be made are the inside play, the paint play. Coach Deal not happy with how many attempts they're trying to get down low. They need more attempts to open up the perimeter. The defense knows they're going to shoot long shots from 3 points, 17 feet, and it's not forcing the defense to collapse. And with Nick Mason being on the bench so much, you could see the effects of that. You got to have Nick Mason out there running the point so that he can create a threat that keeps the defensive honest inside the paint. And that way, the perimeter lanes will come open.
When we look at Nick not playing as much as he played, but Central Christian also had their star, Osagi, that set most of that first half. And I would think that they're extremely pleased to be up by 2, knowing how little he played. But I think you're right. We've got to get Nick Mason back in the game, get him involved, and making things happen.
Absolutely. And maybe it was a blessing in disguise for Asagi to be on the bench in this particular game, because they like the Schaefer Center. They always shoot well coming into here, and the three-point percentage has got to be close to 50%. Ard and Epps and Williams, and even Asagi got one. Just shooting so well from long distance, and that is the story for Central Christian at this point in the game. But I'm sure Coach Deal will assess these stats and go in and make some great halftime adjustments. Well, that was your first half. We got about 11 minutes or so till we start second half action, and we will be back right after these messages. And we're back, getting ready for second half action. There you see the game stats. Very, very good first half as far as the competition goes. SAGU shot 100% from the free throw line. A great oddity. That is not usual, but I can see they are working on their free throws in practice, obviously. Now, the 21 rebounds over the 16 rebounds, that is a great stat point, to be honest with you, because number 10 in the nation in offensive rebounds is the Central Christian Tigers. But the real stat line right there, as I was talking about before we went to break, I said 50%, 61% from the three-point line. 61%. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you win ball games. We still got another half left. Kobe Rice puts up the first one. Beautiful. Great jumper. It is a tie ball game.
That's how we started the game. Kobe Rice hitting the jumper.
That's exactly right. I know Coach Deal does not want a repeat of that first half, though. Asagi. To Ard. To Kamunga. That was a good-looking shot there by Epps. Did not fall. Nick Mason back in the game. That's a charge now. That would have been very, very ugly if that would have gone against Asagi this early in the second half. But it did not. He picked up the charge.
SAGU's had 2 trips in this half, and both times they go to the man who Asagi is guarding, trying to get that third foul on.
Kashila comes out of nowhere, tips the ball out. SAGU with the rebound. And it rolls all the way around the rim for Nick Mason with an acrobatic layup. Mason with some stand-up D. Sims loses the ball, but last touch by the Tigers. That's going to remain Lions basketball.
It was a great defensive stop, though, by Williams.
It really was.
And
yep.
hustling, making things happen. It's a great job by a young man, just playing hard.
2 possessions for the Tigers. They could not make anything happen. McMullen to Mason. Mason with a 15-foot jumper, no good. This is Ard down to Asagi. Asagi's to Kaminga. And that is beautiful. Williams with a wide open 3. Clutch. Hits it. Continues the 3-point streak. Remember, first half, Central Christian hit 61% from the 3-point line. Kashila. Making room. Not a good shot.
Just a little short. I think he's forcing it.
Yeah, that was a bit of a force, but he has been the scoring mechanism for the Lions in the first half. Oh my goodness. When it's falling, it's falling. Oh, and Darnay Sims is on the ground. I don't know if you can see the stats there. We'll try to look at our replay to see if we see what happened. It was not apparent. Oh, he caught a hip right to the midsection, and Osagi is so long there. That was just an awkward hit. Sims going back to the locker room to get some treatment. Darian Davis in for Sims. McMullen running the floor general duties. Mason trying to create some space. Gets touched. The ball got touched, not him, but that was a good block. Looked like Williams jumped up really high and got that.
Called the third foul on Kuminga on that play.
Yep, and that was Kuminga fouled Davis going for the rebound. Davis got the rebound, and Kuminga slapped him on the arm.
Kuminga goes out, Mitchell comes in. They bring in a great shooter and a good defender.
Rice, second basket of the second half, doing good work. Rice is on Osagi. Nick Mason on Mitchell, who is a three-point threat. Epps passed up the three. Osagi puts it on the floor.
It's a great call by the official. He stepped out of bounds when he started his drive. Let's see it
here. You can see it right here.
Right there.
Just barely on the line.
But he was on that line.
Try to run the offense back through. Isolation on Nick Mason. Lot of contact. And that's what you're going to either have to foul him or just hope that he misses.
Called that foul on Ard reaching in. That's his third foul. He's going to take a seat for a few minutes.
Yeah, looking at some foul trouble for the starters, the senior leadership of this Tigers club. Rice with another smooth shot.
That's a great stroke.
It really is.
6'7" power forward, stepping out about 12, 14 feet from the basket, squaring up and just letting it fly. Great shot. Great offense.
Mitchell quickly going around Mason, but no good. Oh, that was a clean block.
I think the block was clean, but the other player hit him.
Let's see, this is going to go on two. Yeah. Wow. Great ups and timing there by Epps.
Mitchell got him from behind. It was a great block by Epps. He was way above the rim.
He really was. He really was. You don't see Nick Mason getting blocked hardly ever. It's both. Or as they say in Canada, both. Epps to Mitchell to Asagi.
Asagi, he'll shoot that shot.
Williams to Asagi. Got the lane. And that's where he's so dangerous. Yeah, Asagi, to be so big, can really put the ball well on the floor, and it has commanding control over his dribbles.
Just a little strong on that pass. It was a good look. He had him, but he just threw it too hard. Now we're going to go back with SAGU having the ball. There's a very athletic team on the floor for SAGU right now. Attila coming in and Darian Davis.
Kashila got the ball awkwardly on the pass. Couldn't get into his regular motion. Rivera. Oh my. Beautiful move.
Great footwork.
A little bit of a shoulder fake there to get Nick Mason in the air. Darian Davis. Oh, Williams just turning up, finding a new gear. Darian Davis trying to shoot the three. Not a good decision there. Rivera. Mitchell for the three, no good. I can't believe they missed a three.
I think that's their second one that they've missed this half. Timeout by the SAGU Lions.
Timeout SAGU.
Full timeout.
Full timeout.
Full timeout, yes, registered to the Lions. Possession arrow goes to Central Christian at this point. Not that that means anything right now, but could as time ticks down later.
Possessions.
Yep.
Possessions.
Yep, absolutely.
And this is not going to be a game that's going to come down where you have a blowout. It's going to come down to possession. What can you do when you get the ball?
You wrote down my score.
I did. I wrote down 85-82 is your prediction.
That is correct. Let's see. And you see a look that Southwestern Christian University, they are no joke. They are beating people with some ease lately. And it looks like they may take down the number 2 team in the conference in Wayland Baptist today. And John Brown, number 1 team in the conference at this point, is fighting their way back in it with Mac U. McMullen steps off, hits the shot clock out of bounds with a big bounce off the rim. You can see he's a little frustrated with himself. Got himself into a great position for a wide open 3 and did not hit it. That's a shot that he can and does hit regularly.
Get
That
Sheila on a block. I think he's there.
Well, I really think that I'd like to see that. Oh, he kind of stands up, even though he was in vertical space.
Is the gold line the circle? He's outside it anyway.
Oh, yeah. No, that was no problem. But I think that's a really good no call if the ref chooses so. But I can see he saw the movement because Sheila's still kind of in some movement, not perfectly still. So Sheila gets the charge, and I think that's his second foul.
Rice comes back in the game for Davis.
That is Kashila getting his third foul. I didn't see it, to be honest with you.
He said he pushed off coming off the screen.
I mean, there is going to be some contact if there's a screen. Oh, that very ticky-tack. Bad pass. Williams misses Rivera. Lions easing the ball up, getting into a half-court offense. Rice with a pick, double teamed. Rice is open. Rice is filling it!
The big man knocked down a three-pointer. Great range.
But he's a good shooter. Good to see his confidence level on the court really coming up. He's having a great game.
And Mitch, look at him scrapping on the floor. I think we're going to have a little dunk. Hello.
Always with Patillo. It's going to be flushed. That started with a lot of great hustle from Mitch McMullen on the defensive end. Danny Sims back on the floor. Good to see him back. That is going to be a block. That is Kashila's fourth foul. 3 quick ones within 3 minutes.
He's moving.
Yep, he's absolutely
not a bad
moving.
Call. He's moving, and that's going to be called a block.
Got a real cheap one right before that, but I guess the referee's trying to get control of the game. Keep control.
He's going to come back with 3 of his own starters.
3 seniors entering the game. Could be a little intimidating. 11 minutes, a lot of ball game left to play.
Central Christian's bringing in 3 seniors, and we were bringing in our freshmen. But I think I'd take our freshmen.
Well, we have great freshmen. And you may take them.
Take Nick Mason right there. I think that young man
in 3 years
is something special.
It's very special. Kobe Rice saying he can do this. And they're going to get a block.
Give a block to him. That'll work. And that's going to be on Osagi, I believe.
That will, it is. It's his third. They've worked hard to keep him out of foul trouble, but he is officially in foul trouble with 3 and 11 minutes, 11 and a half minutes left in the game. Not much to work with.
When the foul was called, Coach Romeo sent Staton to the scores table, and then when he saw it was 3 fouls, he brought Staton back home.
So wait a minute.
Left Osagi in the game.
I had him rung up for an extra.
Well, the Lions have a lead. Playing hard. Here we go. Back in a man-to-man off defense.
Uh-oh.
And it pays dividends.
We're going to say Danny Sims hit that out. Kaminga almost didn't get it. Some sloppy play. Good look.
Great pick and roll.
And that's where the senior leaves the freshman in the dust. Oh, wow. He is feeling it. He is feeling it.
That's fun.
He is going to be a force to be reckoned with if they get the win in the locker room.
He's had a great ball game. He has 18 points, but he's done some wonderful things on defense. He's rebounded.
Ooh, that's a good looking stroke from a big man. Tied up, 69-69. They're going to keep feeding him. Kuminga with an easy layup.
Kuminga is just a great athlete, John. He just
really
so
is.
fast and he's long armed. Just makes things happen. He's a great player.
McMullen.
And that's the shot Mitch can hit.
And he knows he can hit it.
That's a great shot. Good find by Mason.
Yep. That was about 26 feet away. Needed to create a little extra space. But he can hit that. That's his range. SAGU, great ball handling skills there. That's 4 on SAGU.
Now Statton's going to make an appearance.
Yep. Nick Mason bringing the ball up. We're in a man-to-man. This is where he could thrive. Kuminga trying to help. Got to get Kobe Rice out of the way there. He's just bringing the extra defender to Nick Mason.
It's going to be SAGU ball. That's a good call right there. Went off the young man's hands. He pushing it a little bit. Right here, you can see it. Yep, that's off his hand. You got a 30-second timeout by Central Christian.
Timeout, 30-second timeout.
I think Coach Deal is going to talk a little more about spacing of players. Kobe Rice is playing up high, not used to playing up that high. He's a low post player, and he's not understanding that in that isolation man-to-man, they want to work Nick Mason over the top. He's going to beat his man every time, but he's bringing the double team to Mason, so got to get that spacing worked out and get down lower, make the plane a lot lower to the basket so Mason can have more room to work.
And if he'll space like that,
oh, he'll be wide open.
Nick Mason drives. His man will leave him, and he'll have a wide open shot. Yep. That's how he scored most of his points tonight.
That's right.
Off of spacing. That's a great point there, John.
Mason with the ball on the right-hand side. They're running this to design play to McMullen. McMullen falling back. Forces in double help, but wow. Kuminga left all alone.
Ard saw him right there standing by himself. And Ard penetrates. 2 guys go to him. Now somebody's wide open. Spacing.
It's the veterans against the youngsters. McMullen just not feeling it.
Great rebound by Mason.
Sheer talent right there. Just went and took the ball back. Great offensive rebound. Easy putback. Quite a few lead changes. Mitchell, no good. Great offensive rebound by SAGU's replacement, Statton, contributing.
Staten looks like he could probably play linebacker or defensive end somewhere.
No doubt.
What a great drive by Mitch McMillan.
McMullen is just taking over, showing his veteran leadership for this team. We're in our 6th lead change in the last 3 minutes. Hard. Got to be careful. He's dangerous from that range. Good defense by Mason. Tips it. Kuminga inside, wanting the ball back. Staten not aware. Ends up committing the turnover. Kobe Rice wide open. Hot hand has gone a little chilly.
That's his 3rd miss in a row.
2 Lions waiting to come in. Darian Davis and Boaz Williams. Kuminga misses. And they're going to get Staten with the hold. I'm not sure why we would be shooting free throws. That was a big free throw missed by MacU with 2 seconds, letting it fly. MacU is going to upset. That is huge. John Brown, the #1 team in the conference, #7 team in the nation. MacU, that takes a little sting off of the Lions loss to MacU earlier this year. MacU was just 2-5 in the conference before today, getting a much-needed conference win. And like you said earlier, Coach Moore, it's the Sooner Athletic Conference. And pretty much up and down, you need to be prepared any day you step on the court with a Sooner Athletic Conference team, because you could take an L no matter where you are on that list.
Absolutely. Any night, any team can beat anybody. Right there you have the #1 team falling. And MacU is always a good program. And good things throughout the Sooner Athletic Conference.
I am not 100% sure what the holdup is. I don't even know what the call is. SAGU was on defense, and somehow they are shooting technical free throws. And there really wasn't any scurry or physical play. Wayland Baptist trying to make a comeback with 2 minutes left. Kobe Rice having a great game. Secures his 20th point. But even better, secures a 3-point lead with 6 minutes left for his team.
He's been sitting 3 minutes actual time. They got their best player on the bench with 4 fouls.
Yeah, you won't see him come back in until about 4 minutes left in the game.
Get Nick Mason for a push-off down there.
A lot of physicality going on down there, and
his 3rd foul.
not sure. There's two odd calls back to back. One had a technical free throw associated with it. Staten just trying to be the strongest man in the pack, but ends up.
Davis came down with that rebound, strong and secured it. They weren't going to take it away from him.
If they did, they were going to have to put him in the basket. Boaz, not sure that's the shot Coach Deal wanted.
It's working underneath, and he got fouled by number 4, Williams. That's great. Now we're going to be shooting in the bonus, John. We're 1-1.
In a 1-on-1 situation.
Christian foul for TJ Williams. His third foul.
This is where you're going to start seeing the coaches really come alive in what they do. They thrive on these moments. 5 minutes left in the game, 3-point difference. Misses the 1-and-1. Kuminga. Staten really trying to keep it alive. Does. Taps it away. Rivera elects not Ard, their best three-point shooter, hits a 3 to tie it up. Central Christian just will not go away. Boaz Williams got fouled. I believe that is Rivera. Nope, they're going to ring up Kuminga, and he has 4. This changes everything. Your 2 top scorers, 2 seniors.
I think Kuminga's going to have to come out for a few seconds. They replace him with Epps. So their top 2 players, John, sitting on the bench with 4 minutes and 29 seconds left.
And Boaz hits his first one. That's a big free throw for the big man. 2 of them. Now Patillo comes in for him.
Steele's going to take a timeout to talk about these last 4.5 minutes.
I was thinking about calling a timeout for both of them. Oh my goodness. This is a little bit stressful. Still a lot of game to play, but we're going to see a lot of gamesmanship in the coaching. These 2 great coaches, which are great long-time friends as well. They go way back, even when they were at different schools. And I do not, 3 minutes, or is that 33 seconds left in this game between Southwestern Christian University and Wayland Baptist University. Wayland Baptist struggling today, but looking like they're making a good comeback. Hit the shot clock, and that is going to be a turnover. I believe that'll be Wayland Baptist ball.
30 seconds left in that game. An upset in the making.
Let's see what Central Christian does. Good
Great
sportsmanship there with Mr. Williams. It's a hard foul. And that's going to be Kobe Rice with a W. Gets his 3rd foul. These are big free throws. This is where it's going to, this is kind of where the rubber meets the road here. Williams. Good with the first one. Not good with the second one. Rice. They're running it for him. Kashila being the big man underneath, just ripping that rebound away. No good, though. 3 tries at it. Rivera gets in there. Let's see. He says it's off Sims. He might have gotten away with one. Referee out of position there. Central Christian with the timeout. Coach Romero wants to discuss this for a minute.
Here they come back. It's 2 seniors just checked into the ball game.
There's a timeout here. Everybody's nervous up in Oklahoma City.
There you see all the banners, John, on the wall of all the teams in the conference, and every one of those schools are strong.
Very strong. Very, very, very strong. That's why I love basketball season in this conference. Here in the Schaefer Center, we have a 2-5 team against a high-rising 4-3 team in the SAGU Lions, and it's like they're playing for the championship.
Every game's a championship. When you watch Coach Deal in that timeout, he's telling his guys, hey, you still have 2 timeouts left if we have to use one. Don't be afraid to use it if you get trapped somewhere. If you have to call it, feel free to call it.
Both teams have 160 and 130 left in their timeout bag. Osagie worried about the defense there.
And Osagie was out of bounds when he had contact with the ball. And that's going to be Lions basketball.
And Kashila on the floor, making sure he's securing possession. Yep, right there it is. Good look. Fully out of bounds, and he touches it.
Great camera work right there.
You got a great crew.
They're going to call an illegal screen on Kashila as he's passing the ball off. He had the ball in his hands. And he's passing it, and they're going to call an illegal screen on that.
Yeah, I didn't see it. And that is his 5th foul. SAGU's #1 scorer now having to spend the rest of the game on the bench. And he's very disappointed in himself. He's a great competitor, wants to be there for his team. Now he has to watch. Ard, great shooter. Sees Osagie to Kaminga, short. Rivera fighting for it, puts it back up. And that's Darian Davis with a big rebound.
Fouls on Ard.
Central Christian foul number 10, Paul Ard.
That's his 4th foul. So they have their 3 seniors with 4 fouls with 3 minutes left in the game.
I think 4 seniors, actually. Kaminga, Osagie, Epps, and Ard. Those were huge.
2 big
Darian
free
Davis.
throws. He's had 2 great rebounds down this stretch, and then he knocked down those 2 free throws at critical time.
Yep. Big time difference maker. Paul Ard. I think you need to run an offensive set to Ard. Ard, great distribution. Great pass, seeing the roller in Osagie. It made that look easy. 82-81 is your score. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Nick Mason penetrating, distributes. McMullen on the side, resetting, half-court offense. McMullen going over. Danny Sims trying to make something happen. Oh, misses the layup. Under control always, Patillo. Wow, they're very fortunate. That was a layup that was missed. A layup. Easy layup. Missed by Central Christian. Rivera. Want to go to the best shooter on the team. He airballs. Ard's got to be careful. He puts it up. It's in. 1 point ball game. 1 minute, 30 seconds left.
John, your prediction was 85-82. Pretty close.
Oh, that's going to be a double dribble if he touches it. He can't pick it up. Not sure.
He calls a jump ball on that, but I thought that should have been a double dribble.
It depends on who touched it first, and so evidently he felt like Central Christian. There's the possession arrow, goes to Central Christian, and that is a big change of possession right there. If Central Christian, their best choice there would have been not to touch it and make Sims pick that ball back up. He had already stopped and then dropped it.
And there he knew, Sims knew that he couldn't touch that ball, and he was trying to stay back away and hoping one of his teammates could come help him.
Blocking it out, and he did. He waited for the Central Christian player to come in. I didn't see who it was. And then he tied it back up, which created the jump ball scenario, and the possession arrow goes to Central Christian. And now a timeout was called by Coach Deal. So as soon as this is inbounded, possession arrow goes over to SAGU.
Once it's inbounded.
Very, very critical now.
Because that's what we talked about earlier. We said that this is going to come down to possessions.
You definitely want the possession arrow. I know Jimmy the Greek, but pretty proud of myself for getting that close.
That clock operator down there, David Hill, does a great job, but he's going to come into play in this match as this game as we're playing. He's a big part of it.
Yeah.
He's under some pressure. Let's see if he can get that possession arrow flipped quickly.
Doesn't matter. It didn't flip, but it's in the books, so they'll go straight to the books. Oh, Osagie. Oh, misses!
Point blank miss, and he's got the foul, but we're going to call it on.
They're going to call it on Patillo. Unbelievable. That is a 50-50 ball. Look at this is a 50-50 ball. There's no way there's a foul on a 50-50 ball. Patillo does nothing. Yeah, that was a no foul for anybody.
Patillo hurt his ankle. No, that's Davis coming out with a hurt ankle. Yeah. That's a great rebounder that just left the game.
Williams to shoot maybe his biggest free throw of the year. Cold as ice. Didn't hesitate for a second, got the ball, busted it. Beautiful, beautiful shot, Mr. Williams.
Coach Romero playing a little offense-defense subs as he put in Epps.
Okay, watch this push-up. He does not have his guys back. They're going to play a token full-court man-to-man. Applying pressure. You've got a full 30 seconds, so you want this to play out as far down as possible. Nick Mason, isolated. The freshman. Williams. And I will have to say, let's see this replay, but that is a very bad call. Very bad call.
I agree. But we'll take it at this point.
Well, if you're a SAGU fan, you definitely will take it. If you're a Central Christian fan, you're beside yourself.
I'm saying, how much better defense can our guy play?
It's good defense. Ties it up, 85-85. Coach Romero is going to ice the freshman, Nick Mason.
Full timeout.
Wow. Thinking through all the scenarios that could happen. So you like your position if you're Coach Romero. I did not see how many seconds were left on the clock. 40. No. 42 seconds left on the clock. 30-second shot clock. You hope he misses. You're in great position if he misses. You're still in really good position if he makes, because that's a 12-second differential. You're going to want to take about 10 to 12 seconds off the clock here to create this a one-possession game and take a shot. Leave yourself plenty of time to be able to foul and hope for the best on misses in case you miss. So a lot of things to play out here. Big chess match between Coach Romero and Coach Deal.
And the freshman makes it. Great job. Now here we go. Clock's running. We're up 1. Just need a little defensive stop right here. You get the ball back and make it happen.
That's off the clock.
SAGU shot the 3. He missed it, and now the shot clock's turned off.
Yep. And now you're where you want to be. It's going to come down to possessions at this point, and who hits the most free throws.
Timeout, full timeout.
Darian Davis is back in. Looks like he's walking without a limp. So now they got a little rebounder to help him get there.
Well, this is all important in the personnel that you're going to bring in on the floor, because you want all your best free throw shooters to be on the floor. Men's basketball standings, you see that has not been updated. Wayland Baptist lost today. Which creates a great entanglement.
John Brown lost today.
Yep.
Southwest Christian won, so that puts them in SAGU right now with the same wins.
Yeah,
if SAGU
if
wins
SAGU
this,
comes out
they'll
with a
move
win,
ahead of them.
yeah, it'll be a great bunch up in the middle.
John, whose hands do you want the ball in here?
Well, it depends. If you're SAGU, go ahead and Nick Mason just hit 2 free throws, so let him hit. You know he's on right now. I think about out of all the shooters on the floor, it's either him or McMullen to shoot the free throws.
Central Christian just took their final timeout.
It looks that way.
Well, but Southwestern standing out on, I guess now they're coming to their coach. Is this a timeout?
Well, I didn't see a signal from the referee.
They don't normally give
They had a 30-second left, so.
And they use it on the board. It says they have 0 timeouts left.
Nick Mason. Big free throw. Still a one-possession game if he hits this. Plenty of time. You don't want to waste too much time if you're Central Christian. You want to come get a shot, give yourself a chance for a rebound, and even a foul if you don't get either of those. 3-point lead. Freshman hits 2 clutch free throws. They're going to get it in Ard's hands. Asagi. Time's ticking. Asagi hits the 3! 7 seconds! 4, 3, 2. And that is not going to be good. Danny Sims hits the jumper with 1.3 seconds. The refs wave it off. You'll see he extends his elbow here. And they're going to ring him up for a charge. With the push. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me?
Have a little extra.
Oh
time.
my goodness.
1.3 seconds. They can catch one dribble shot.
I think you throw it down to Asagi. They do. It gets tipped. Mason.
We're going to overtime.
There's some extra time to be played in this game. 88-88. Wow. Osagi from 23 feet. That's incredible. They were a little bit in a panic state. They still had 7 seconds left.
They were all out of kilter, and he had the ball and said, you know what, I'll just take this shot myself. They wanted Ard to shoot the ball.
Oh yeah, definitely. They ran the play twice. Ard made 2 huge circles. Osagi token pressure on him and just clutch. Wow. So good. That's a lot of fun, Hank. That is a lot of fun. Love to see big time players in big time moments come up big time. Are you kidding me?
And they did correct the possession arrow because SAGU's going to have the first possession, but we've got 5 more minutes to play.
2 halves of basketball have been played and pretty much evenly played.
We're going to jump it.
Nick Mason with a big 3. This freshman he does not play like a freshman. He's a little bit older freshman. He had a gap year and not necessarily in the truest sense age freshman. Rivera.
Good closeout by Davis right there.
Oh,
great defense.
Great
defense by Darren Sims. You got 3 seconds left on the shot clock. They get the ball to Ard, and he knocks down another 3. You got a tie game.
Paul Ard. Nick Mason just taking the ball game into his own hands. 5 points in overtime. Oh, beautiful. Wow. So confident. But a whistle. Can be 2 shots. That's on Rivera. 2 fouls. Nick Mason.
Like 26 right
Seriously? This kid just stepping up big for his team today. Darren Sims stepping up
Great
big in defense. Keeping the ball in Nick Mason's hands. Williams doesn't feel like he made that much contact. It is interesting. Let's see. Yep.
His third foul.
Yep. Finally, Nick Mason shows he's immortal. Still only a 2-point lead. Just under 3 minutes left to play.
So Christian brings in Mitchell, who's just another perimeter shooter down the stretch. Now you get a 3-point game.
No need to panic. Don't have to force a 3. A lot of 3-point shooters in. Or Central. Christian. Ard working hard to get open. But Darren Sims. Not sure. I'm trying to watch what the signal is from the referee. Yeah, that was. Oh, he was out of bounds and came inbounds and touched him. Had not reestablished himself as a player. Patillo sees Sims. Sims awkwardly shoots the 3. Had his time. Rivera got a good look at it, just did not.
That last play in transition. Davis finds Ard in transition, moving. Not his man, but he goes to him because he knows he can shoot.
Oh, yeah.
Let him get that shot.
Yeah, I can tell you that Coach Dill has made an emphasis that we do not want Ard to beat us. Somebody else gets lucky with a 3-point shot, we'll have to live with it. But Ard is not going to beat us. Sims tries again. A little quick. Clock is your friend with a 3-point lead. Ard. Long. Oh. That's not a travel. We need to have a little talk with that referee.
Somebody needs to take his whistle.
Well, it will not be dealt and deal on that possession. It worked in his favor.
SAGU takes their final timeout. We got a full timeout here. Brain Trust standing out on the court saying, okay, guys, what do we need to do? Coach,
need to hold the ball.
need to protect it for sure. Let's get a good shot down this.
Make them work. No quick shots. Don't play to lose, but no quick shots. You got to be able to be disciplined and patient within your half-court offense and play with confidence. Run that motion that you've run all your life. From the time you were in Pee Wee basketball, run it confidently. Milk some of that clock off. Dean Smith said, the clock is my friend, not my enemy. SAGU possession. And even though they have not changed the possession on the arrow, SAGU would take the next possession in a jump ball scenario. Williams playing good D. Oh, no look pass, a little high, hits Patillo in the shin, and it bounces off. The right idea, the wrong execution. You can't
look.
Yeah, you can't get too cute with it. You gotta take care of the fundamentals. Make that crisp bounce pass. Mitchell sees it. It's a block on Patillo. It would just be the difference between 1 and 2 shots. That is a double bonus foul. So there is 2 shots coming to Mr. Mitchell. These are big. Hits both. Puts him in a good position. 1 minute, 7 seconds. Mason. He's going to have to know how to deal with the contact. Sims. Big three.
Big shot.
Big three. That's just clutch. That's a 4-point spread right there.
That makes it a 2-possession game.
Absolutely. Plenty of time, 54 seconds. Still, each team has 1 timeout left.
They gain the additional timeout because of overtime.
That's right. Well, you get 2.
You get 2, so they both used 1. They're going to roll this ball. John, do you like to have a guy down on that end and make him pick it up and dribble?
Not necessarily. I do like token pressure at half court, though.
They're going to award a timeout, and the guy did not have possession of the ball. There should not have been a timeout there.
Okay. It actually is their possession. They didn't lose the possession. You can call timeout as long as the other team does not have possession. So in a neutral scenario or your possession.
Whoever had the ball last, if it's a loose ball.
Well, any loose ball, either team can call the so if it's truly a loose ball, like that, which rarely, like there is rarely a situation where there's neutral call. So because they had the last possession and it was identified, there was no, unless someone picks it up for SAGU, they would have to pick it up, not touch it, but pick it up. And the coach can call the timeout in that scenario. So, and that's exactly what happened. He's yelling timeout. So they would have had the lost possession not to be able to call that timeout.
Well, they're down 4. It's going to be critical to have tight defense on Mr. Ard.
Better believe that.
They're looking for.
So Sims will most likely be on Ard. They're not too worried about Rivera. Mitchell can shoot. Osagi tied it up.
Yes. I like this matchup though with Patillo and Osagi. That's a great matchup
it's
for
fun
us
to watch.
He's a tremendous defender,
Yep.
tremendous offensive player,
and he's just smart. Ard trying to will his way. Knows that if he could get any contact, the whistles are very tight right now. And that's just using his veteran prowess, knowledge of the game and what's going on inside that game.
Patillo's fifth
Patillo's out. Patillo says, I wasn't guarding Ard. I was guarding Osagi.
Played a good ball game.
Always. Kobe Rice, Darian Davis, Darren Sims, Nick Mason, and Mitch McMullen want to take this one home. It's a 2-point ball game. No panic needed. Nick Mason ran across the.
Well, we're going to get a backcourt call.
What are you doing? It's good. This is exactly what Coach Dill wants. Work the clock. And there you go. Osagi's out of the game. That is his 5th foul. Blocking call on 10. That's Ard. Where was Ard in the play? Ard wasn't even in the play.
Even in the play.
Oh, they posted it wrong. They posted 5 fouls on Ard, but 4 fouls on Ard. "14 seconds left on the clock." And
big free throw right here.
Glad that wasn't a 1-on-1. He hits it, creates a 3-point differential with 14 seconds. It's a lot of time in the basketball space-time continuum. Both teams out of timeouts. Ard still in the game. Osagi still in the game. Mitchell still in the game.
The matchup
I don't
has
think-
been a great to watch.
Let's see. Kuminga would be a great option here if he didn't have 5 fouls.
Yeah, I think Central Christian saying we're going to run a play and we're going to get Art open and get out of his way and let him shoot.
I don't know if I would go immediately for the 2. Sometimes there is, that there's going to be a 3-point protection perimeter on defense, and sometimes it's easy to go if you can sneak in a 2 from this long distance. That the quickest they could score it would be 4.5 seconds, and that would be 10 seconds left. You have to be assured that you get the quick foul.
Number 11, Davis on R. That's been a great matchup all day long.
Rivera keeping the ball, not sure where to throw. Osagi's there. 2, you've got to foul. And you need to foul before the ball gets in. Got to foul before the ball gets in. Wow, a full second more than a second ticked off. Not sure if they'll make that correction because the whistle happened immediately. And if I'm Coach Romero, I'm contesting that.
That's Williams' 5th foul.
Staton to replace Williams. Looks like they're going to leave 2.7 on the clock.
They did not make any adjustment on it, did they?
Well, Coach Romero really hasn't. He would be the only one that can make that question or inquiry, and it's been so long since the call was made. Those are the kind of things you got to protest immediately.
So Henry comes into the game instead of Staton. They changed their mind.
And I probably would because of the shooting ability, long-range shooting ability. Mason, short. Either way, doesn't matter if he hits this or not. It's going to be a 3-point shot. They just don't have the time to get it down. No timeouts left. I would miss it on purpose.
Yeah, that would have been a good play to miss it on purpose because now the clock's got to start. They've got to get the rebound. The clock's running.
Being up 1 or 2 does not matter in this scenario. You're not going to get a 2 off.
Now we have Mason guarding Ard. The referee's asking him to please sit down. Quarterback pass.
Oh, good
Mason,
defense by
great
Mason.
job. That's going to seal the ball game.
Great coaching there, Coach Deal. That was a strategic
Really was.
placement of putting Sims on Osagi and putting Nick Mason on Ard.
Yeah, you have long arms and and he did. He created the stoppage of the play, and that's just wonderful basketball. Look at this game, 101-99. They hit it, the 200 mark.
They did. The girls hit 199. The boys hit 200. That's incredible. Amazing. It took a 115-point game for the ladies to do that. That's amazing. Wow. 2 great basketball games that we have witnessed as you see both teams circle up in the circle of prayer. What a great sight to see after a strong afternoon of competition. These guys keeping the main thing the main thing. I love it. Well, Hank, I mean, there's just so much to say and gather. I think we're going to be taking notes. We'll probably watch this and the way it went down as much as the coaches will, just to get tuned up for the future games that we're going to be broadcasting. And we'll be broadcasting every home game from here on out. And there you see, or you saw, the updated Sooner Athletic Conference standings, where Wayland actually did pull off the win and at Southwestern Christian. Well, Kristen Urban is down courtside with Darnay Sims. Kristen, what does Darnay got to say?
Thanks, John. Darnay, this was such a tough, close match. What was going through your head?
Tuesday, we had a game against Texas Wesleyan, and I didn't know if I was going to play because I was hurt. I told Cameron Hill that I needed him to win this game for us, and he hit a game winner. And so he didn't play today, and he told me I need to win the game for him, and I just wanted to come up and make a big play. I knew God had my back and had our team back. So
how was SAGU able to come up with the win?
We got heart. You know, this is our house, so we want to do it for the fans. We got a great squad, and we love each other. So.
Thanks, Darnay, and congratulations. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Kristen. Thanks, Darnay Sims. Man, you played a great game. Great game. That young man is special. Just absolutely special. And a motor that does not end. And there you see your full game stats. Field goal percentage, almost dead even. And the 3-point percentage is what really came back to shoot 48% for the whole game after shooting 61% in the first half. They came back to earth, and I think you and I had talked about that at halftime. Could they keep up the 3-point percentage that they had achieved in the first half? And they did not. They did a great job. Central Christian just played a great game defensively and offensively, did what they needed to do. Lost a heartbreaker in overtime. Wow. Wow.
Great ball game. You're looking at these numbers, John. There's a couple that really jumps out at you. Free throw shooting percentage for SAGU as a team, 91%. I think they'll take that.
They'll take it all day, every day. And that's how you win an overtime 2-point margin game.
Yep.
Right there.
That
was the difference.
In the ball game. 68% versus 91%.
And Central Christian will go back and look and go 68%. If we shoot 80%, we win that ball game. So those are the kind of stats that keep coaches up late at night wondering, how do we correct that? How do we get that into a better position? Because over time, that is going to be the telltale sign of where you land right on this page, the standings page. And right now there's a tie for third between SAGU and John Brown at 6-3. Wayland pulling out a squeaker in the last seconds to give them sole possession of first place. Langston still in second place after that devastating loss to the Lions here on Thursday. But it's going to be interesting. We're just getting started in the conference. Round 2 of the conference play has not even come about yet. So just a couple more games to go around. There you see the men and women's basketball schedule. We will be broadcasting all home games. So next Thursday, Southwestern Christian comes here. They bring a stout, potent offense of team and a great defense. So that you're not going to want to miss that. And then we'll wait all the way to February the 2nd to get our revenge on Mid-American Christian. They beat us the first time round. And then we have 3 more. 3 in a row there, Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday. That's going to be fun, Hank. That is going to be a lot of fun.
Lots of basketball left in the season, and we're so proud of our men's and our women's team. The way that they've played this whole week, they've come out and done some special things, and future looks great, doesn't it?
It really, really does.
Awesome.
And Coach Dill, I know, is glad to get a tight win. He was a little bit concerned about this team, and rightfully so, as we have seen. Central Christian came in and played an excellent, excellent game. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been great sharing this time with you on the SAGU Sports Network, bringing you this spring semester basketball action. We've got quite a few more to go. We hope you've enjoyed it. Please stay tuned and connected to us on our social media platforms at SAGU Sports Network on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Get all the latest goings on in the world of sports here on the campus of Southwestern Assemblies of God University. For Kristen Urban, my sidekick, Coach Hank Moore, and myself, we bid you adieu and a blessed evening. Go Patriots.